Well, it is certainly an end of an era. We are now entering the Switch 2 era. What's up, everyone? My name is Marcel MD14, and I hope you're excited for this because I know I am super excited for the Nintendo Switch 2. It's finally here. I just came back from the midnight release, midnight ish. It was so many people in line. It was insane. It was wrapping around pretty much the building and everything at our local GameStop, soon be called EB Games once again. Huge shout out to Sammy. I joined her at a midnight release. So here's a little fun story. I actually had my Switch pre-ordered at another location, but they were doing a 7 a.m. launch, and Sammy, part of the podcast, she had hers at midnight release. I was like, hey, you know what? That's kind of close by to me. Let me join you. And while we were joining her, they actually were handing out tickets for those who are doing walk-ins. And my ticket number was like at 30. So I was like, oh, there's no way they're gonna have any Switch 2s available, especially how the first Switch run was. And I remember like the Wii days as well. Surprise, they were able to accommodate not only for like a uh, uh, Switch regular system, but even the bundle, and they had enough. Like the way how the lady was, I'm like, oh, do you still have it? She's like, oh yeah, you're good, don't worry about it. So very surprising, and there was still a lot of people left in the line. There's probably easily like 100 people at this midnight launch at this one location. Absolutely insane. So I'm expecting this to be absolutely a huge launch for Nintendo. I will not be surprised in like probably end of June or July that we hear something from them saying that, hey, this we sold like 3 million, like some crazy number in the first month or something like that, because there were so many people in line that we were there at 11, and the line was already like easily close to 100 people, and then it added more people behind us after that. We didn't get out of there until 2 2 a.m. And the line started moving at 12. So absolutely insane. But here it is, Switch 2. We're gonna be doing an unboxing of this. Super excited to be making some content in the Switch 2 era. I've actually throughout the whole history of my channel, I don't think I've ever done like any unboxing or any reviews. I know I've shown features of like the 3DS and stuff like that, but super excited to be showing you the unboxing of all of this and the system transfer. I'm gonna have a bunch of videos for you guys throughout the entire day, and then more rolling out throughout the week as well. So I'm super excited to dive into this. So let's unbox this bad boy. All right, I know this is not usually the setup that I usually have for you guys, but with the timing I got it, and I wasn't really expecting to get it today. I was actually expecting to get it to, like I said, early in the morning, and then go to a studio there. Um, I figured, you know what, let me just get this as early as possible. That way, I can at least have somewhat of a normal sleep. But here it is, Nintendo Switch 2, finally here. This is the Mario Kart bundle that actually includes the digital game. Fun fact that a lot of people who got theirs early, like pressed it, end up getting it eventually. Like they got it today, or earlier today, or yesterday. Sorry, but they were given the physical copy of Mario Kart. That was the only way they could get it to work because the eShop was not available at that time. So anyway, without further ado, let's open up this bad boy of this Nintendo Switch 2. I can't believe such a lovely uh, system it's in this small box. They really know how to package it. Little fun thing right here. I don't know if you can see that. They show you right away. Just plug it in and set it up. Very easy. It's teaching you how to detach the stuff as well right off the bat. For those who are wondering, and of course, press the bar to power up the system as well. So that's nice. Right over there. Look at that. That's a beauty right there. So as I just knocked my camera, I do apologize. Here's the Joy Cons, a lot bigger. Love the finish matte as well. Joy-Con right over there, in case you want to get a nice little close-up. This is how it looks as well. Very nice. Here's like the magnetic button that you have to press this button right over here, and it will actually just kind of push it out. These are a lot better and a lot bigger than the original one. Of course, I'm sure many of you have seen reports, but for those who didn't, this one's a lot bigger than the original one. In fact, I still have my oldie, which funny enough, they're promoting system transfer. Great way to get people on. They're like, hey, there's a lot of Nintendo Switch 2 ads on that system right there. I'm gonna be keeping this boy very close because just for the system transfer. But here's a little comparison for those who were very curious about it. Um, Keep in mind the Switch One. There's still a lot of usage for it, especially if you have a lot of family members who, if you want to have play multiplayer games and you want to do you can game share to that. We're gonna be showing a lot of features about that as well in a future video. So here's the Switch One original day one Switch One controller version one compared to the others as well. A lot bigger, as you can see right here, especially in thickness. Uh, Crazy. It's crazy to think about how like the size of this and everything, especially with this part sticking out and everything. So there you have it. That's the difference right there, and especially the fact that this one will slide right into the other Switch, older Switch and everything. So here's the right controller and a new C button, the chat button, game chat, as you can see right over there, as well with the home button. That's the new addition button. That's how you know it's different, you know. And then here's of course the blue one. The blue one kind of kept almost the same color as the other blue, in a way. It's a little bit lighter. It seems like they're just like lighter in color, so almost kind of similar in a way. And then, honestly, the main attraction, the brand new Nintendo Switch 2. Right over here, that's my face right over there. Hi. uh, Here's a little close up of the fans. That's the USB-C right over here, and then a nice ventilation over here as well. The speakers. Um, Here's a more ventilation up here as well. Uh, Headphone jack, another USB-C, which is brand new. The volume button. The volume button's a little bit smaller, just to accommodate for space, but they feel good. They also feel good as well. Not too sure what this is right over here, actually. I have to look that up. Power button over here. Here's how the back looks. It has a nice matte finish. Very smooth, I will say. Very, very smooth. Of course, the game card pops right out as well. And it also has like an additional like clip is for the I guess this is for like I don't know, this is for like the main Switch 1 cards, but like it's like kind of like a casing in a way. So but Switch 1 games do work on there. In fact, they actually even emulate it as well, that we actually discovered. Here's a nice little lip as well for your Switch. Your SD card goes right in here. Now, keep in mind, the SD card is different. You cannot use the SD card that is in your current Switch. You actually have to use a micro SD Express card, which they're a lot faster read, but they do cost a little bit more as well. So it has a nice little snap to it right there. If you want to know the difference with size, here's the Switch 1, and then the Switch 2. So basically, the Switch 2, a lot bigger at 7.9. 7.9. Like, Jesus Christ. This is not even like the OLED, bro. This is not even the OLED. Look at this. This is crazy. Absolutely insane. Insane. Let me see if I can just put this across, and then I will do something like that for you. That's pretty much line it 1-to-1 right there. So that's how it looks compared to size. Kind of crazy to think about. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of crazy to think about the size difference. And I know I've previewed this screen before at the experience show, and yeah, it's very, very beautiful. So I'm just gonna put this on the side right here. See what else comes in the box, because this is the unboxing part of the video. Let me just make sure. Okay, so this comes with Mario Kart World. So you will get a download as a scratch ticket. So I'm gonna do this later. I'm sure I don't lose that. You also get a bunch of manuals as well. You do get a high speed, ultra, or that's not high speed, but ultra high speed. That's what I meant. Of a USB cable as well for your Switch. This is like pretty much standard what you get with a lot of like either monitors or your Xbox Series systems or PlayStation system as well. This basically you get 2.1. Also, you get a little health and safety usage guidelines. Nintendo always provides that all the time. The little, I guess, like slip-ons for your Joy-Con controllers. I'm not gonna be using that at the meantime. I'm gonna keep that in the box for now. And then here is the Joy-Con controller, a lot thinner. It's a lot thinner than the original. I do not even know where my other one is. I don't know where my original ones are. But this one's a lot thinner. But it looks nice. This is kind of a unique flatness to it, where the other ones you just kind of slid it in a way. So that's kind of unique in a way. But I believe all you just do is, wow. Okay, it just snaps right in. Very nice. That feels really good. Let's try it on this side right here. Just clips right on, and those aren't going anywhere. I'm giving it a nice little pull. It's not until you press that button and give it a nice little yank, but it kind of just like locks right in a way. So that feels really good. So I'm gonna keep that attached for now. Oh yeah, keep forgetting. There's a dock with this too. We haven't even seen everything yet, bro. It's crazy. Uh, Here is the dock. Up next, there's like some glossiness with it. The same glossiness that's in with the Joy-Con grip. It's like some glossiness, but here's the dock right over here. Very nice. It shows the TV symbol. This will power on, of course. But yeah, as I said, there's like some kind of like glossiness right here. As you can see, this is very shiny. Like I guess in a way, it just slides in the switch. I kind of like the finish of it. It's very nice. Here's your two USBs right over here. And then, of course, your HDMI will come out of here as well. But how do you get this off? Just pop that off right there. Here's your AC adapter. Right over here, it's USB-C, HDMI out. And, of course, the LAN, which is something that they started adding in to the OLED version, finally. So I'll be able to pop this in there. Hopefully I have another spot in my router to pop in a LAN adapter. I'll probably just share it with the Xbox, to be honest. Just do a little flip-flop. But yeah, there you go. And then I guess some of you probably want to see the inside right here. This is where the fan ventilation will be happening at all this time as well, will be coming out. And it's pretty see-through as well. It's very light, easy to travel with. That's all Nintendo wants to keep that in mind, for you to carry your Switch with you everywhere. That way you can just take it with you on in a hotel, and then have with you in the hotel, and play with it anywhere, and then just keep the dock in in your backpack or luggage, and then we get a hotel, just pop it in so you can play it on the TV. One final thing is this brick. I believe this is like a high wattage brick too. This brick could do damage, dude. This is a solid brick. Input 100. 240 volts. Interesting. All right. Very strong brick right here, USB-C. Um, I'm sure it even has enough power to power up like a MacBook or something like that. But very solid, and it comes with the cord as well. So you do get your HDMI cord. You pretty much get everything you need with the system. I know. I remember back in the day, some things would be like, oh, you know, I remember when they sold that 3DS when they were like, yeah, you don't get a power adapter. So um, so that is the Nintendo Switch 2. That's everything you get. You get the this is the Mario Kart edition. You get their, of course, your Joy-Con grip. You get the system, the dock, of course, like many of you know, and then here's the system right over here as well. So um, make sure to check out my next video. I'll be doing a system transfer or system startup. I'm doing a bunch of videos just for making life easier for a lot of people who might be looking. This is like their first console, or for a lot of people who need a lot of help with setting up and everything. But yeah, this was a little unboxing for the Nintendo Switch 2, and I'll check you out on the next one. Bye.